Welcome to Bare Metal Cyber, the podcast that bridges cybersecurity and education in a way that's engaging, informative, and practical. Each week, we dive into pressing cybersecurity topics, explore real-world challenges, and break down actionable advice to help you navigate today's digital landscape. If you're enjoying this episode, visit baremetalcyber.com, where over 2 million people last year explored cybersecurity insights, resources, and expert content. You'll also find my books covering key cybersecurity topics. Cybersecurity on Autopilot, Unlocking the Potential of Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response. Security teams are constantly under siege, facing an overwhelming volume of alerts, increasingly sophisticated cyber threats, and a growing arsenal of security tools that don't always communicate effectively. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms are transforming how organizations manage these challenges by integrating disparate security systems, automating routine tasks, and orchestrating incident response workflows with speed and precision. By leveraging security orchestration, automation, and response, organizations can reduce alert fatigue, enhance response times, and ensure a more structured and efficient security operation. From automating phishing responses to enabling proactive threat hunting and streamlining vulnerability management, security orchestration, automation, and response is reshaping modern cybersecurity. As this technology continues to evolve with artificial intelligence, cloud integration, and expanded use in IoT and operational technology security, understanding its core capabilities and implementation strategies is crucial for any security team looking to stay ahead of the ever-changing threat landscape. Introduction to Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response Platforms. SOAR, or Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response, is a centralized platform designed to streamline security operations by integrating disparate tools, automating repetitive tasks, and orchestrating workflows across an organization's cybersecurity infrastructure. Security teams face an overwhelming number of alerts daily, many of which require the same routine investigations and responses. Security orchestration, automation, and response acts as a force multiplier by taking these repetitive processes off human analysts' plates, allowing them to focus on complex threats that demand critical thinking and decision-making. By automating response actions such as blocking malicious IPs, isolating compromised endpoints, or escalating critical alerts, security, orchestration, automation, and response enhances both the speed and efficiency of security operations, ultimately strengthening an organization's defense posture. At its core, a security orchestration, automation, and response platform is built around 4 key capabilities: incident response automation, threat intelligence integration, case management, and operational insights through metrics and reporting. Incident response automation allows security teams to establish predefined workflows, ensuring consistent and rapid handling of threats without manual intervention. Threat intelligence integration enables security orchestration, automation, and response to ingest data from multiple sources, correlating external intelligence with internal security logs to detect and prioritize threats more effectively. Case management consolidates security incidents into a structured system where analysts can collaborate, assign tasks, and track progress in real time. Finally, security orchestration, automation, and response platforms offer metrics and reporting tools that provide visibility into security performance, identifying trends and inefficiencies to refine future operations. The modern cybersecurity landscape is defined by an ever-growing volume of alerts and increasingly sophisticated attacks, making security orchestration, automation, and response an essential component of an effective security strategy. Security teams often struggle with alert fatigue, where an overwhelming number of notifications make it difficult to distinguish real threats from false positives. Security orchestration, automation, and response mitigates this challenge by automating alert triage, filtering out low priority issues, and ensuring analysts focus on the most pressing threats. Faster response times are another critical advantage, as automated workflows allow security incidents to be addressed in seconds rather than hours. Additionally, security orchestration, automation, and response serves as a bridge between various security tools, integrating SIEM, endpoint detection, and cloud security solutions into a cohesive system that improves overall visibility and coordination. Despite its advantages, implementing security orchestration, automation, and response is not without its challenges, and organizations must carefully navigate the complexities of integration and customization. Every organization has unique security needs, requiring workflows that align with specific processes, policies, and compliance requirements. Ensuring tool compatibility is another hurdle, as security orchestration, automation, and response platforms must seamlessly communicate with existing security solutions, which often come from different vendors with varying API capabilities. Striking the right balance between automation and human oversight is also crucial. While security orchestration, automation, and response can handle a wide range of tasks, human analysts must still review high-risk scenarios to prevent unnecessary disruptions or misconfigurations. Finally, like any powerful security tool, security orchestration, automation, and response platforms themselves must be protected against exploitation, ensuring that automated processes cannot be manipulated by adversaries looking to bypass defenses. Core components of security orchestration, automation, and response platforms. Security orchestration is the backbone of security orchestration, automation, and response platforms, allowing different cybersecurity tools to function as a unified system rather than isolated components. By integrating solutions like security information and event management, endpoint detection and response, and external threat intelligence feeds, security orchestration, automation, and response platforms ensure that data flows seamlessly across an organization's security ecosystem. This interconnected approach enables automated data collection and correlation, reducing the time analysts spend manually sifting through logs to identify threats. Beyond just linking tools together, security orchestration, automation, and response coordinates multi-step incident response actions, ensuring that when a threat is detected, the appropriate security measures, such as isolating an infected endpoint or blocking a malicious address, happen automatically in a structured and timely manner. Automation of security tasks is one of security orchestration, automation, and response's most impactful capabilities, significantly reducing the manual workload of security teams while improving response times to threats. Security analysts are often overwhelmed by thousands of alerts daily, many of which require repetitive actions such as triaging, prioritizing, or escalating incidents. Security orchestration, automation, and response alleviates this burden by automating these processes, ensuring that alerts are classified based on severity and that lower-risk threats are handled without human intervention. Playbooks, or predefined workflows, further enhance efficiency by standardizing responses to common attack scenarios like phishing, malware infections, or unauthorized access attempts. Additionally, security orchestration, automation, and response platforms can take immediate containment actions, such as blocking a suspicious address or locking down a compromised account without waiting for a manual review, drastically reducing an attacker's window of opportunity. Incident response and case management in security orchestration, automation, and response platforms bring structure and visibility to how security teams handle threats, ensuring that every incident is properly documented, tracked, and assigned to the appropriate personnel. Instead of relying on scattered email chains or ticketing systems, security orchestration, automation, and response consolidates all incident details into a centralized interface, giving teams a comprehensive view of each security event. By assigning roles and tasks within the platform, analysts can efficiently collaborate, ensuring that response efforts are coordinated and nothing falls through the cracks. Predefined workflows further standardize how different types of incidents are handled, minimizing inconsistencies in response actions. Once an incident is resolved, security orchestration, automation, and response platforms facilitate post-incident reviews, allowing teams to analyze response effectiveness and implement lessons learned to refine future security strategies. Metrics and reporting within security orchestration, automation, and response platforms transform security operations from reactive firefighting to a data-driven, continuously improving discipline. Security operations centers must track key performance indicators to measure the effectiveness of their defenses, such as mean time to detect, and mean time to respond. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms provide real-time dashboards that give managers visibility into ongoing threats, response times, and operational bottlenecks. Automated reporting ensures that compliance requirements are met by generating detailed logs and summaries for auditors and executives. More importantly, by analyzing historical data, security orchestration, automation, and response platforms help organizations identify attack trends and weaknesses in their defenses, allowing them to proactively refine security policies and improve resilience against future threats. Use cases for security orchestration, automation, and response platforms. Phishing remains one of the most effective attack vectors for cybercriminals, often bypassing traditional security measures by exploiting human trust. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms streamline phishing response by automatically identifying and isolating suspicious emails before they reach the inboxes of unsuspecting users. By extracting and analyzing email headers, attachments, and embedded addresses, security orchestration, automation, and response can determine whether an email is part of a larger phishing campaign or a targeted attack. Malicious addresses associated with phishing campaigns are immediately blocked, preventing users from clicking harmful links. If a user has already engaged with a phishing email, security orchestration, automation, and response ensures rapid containment by resetting compromised accounts, alerting affected individuals, and preventing lateral movement within the network. Threat hunting is a proactive security measure that becomes significantly more effective when security orchestration, automation, and response platforms are involved. Instead of relying solely on reactive security alerts, security orchestration, automation, and response correlates incoming threat intelligence with internal security logs, uncovering hidden patterns that may indicate an active or emerging attack. Automated search queries continuously scan for indicators of compromise across various environments, minimizing the time it takes to detect malicious activity. By integrating the MITRE attack framework, security orchestration, automation, and response can map adversary behaviors to known tactics and techniques, helping analysts understand how an attacker might attempt to infiltrate a network. This intelligence-driven approach allows security teams to anticipate and neutralize threats before they escalate into full-blown incidents. Managing vulnerabilities is a time-consuming process that can quickly overwhelm tech and security teams, especially in large environments. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms simplify vulnerability management by automatically scanning for unpatched systems, identifying security gaps, and prioritizing remediation efforts based on risk scoring. Instead of relying on manual patching schedules, security orchestration, automation, and response integrates with patch management tools to automate deployment workflows, ensuring that critical vulnerabilities are addressed as soon as possible. This automation significantly reduces an organization's exposure to exploits, preventing attackers from leveraging known vulnerabilities. Additionally, security orchestration, automation, and response generates reports that provide visibility into remediation efforts, ensuring compliance with industry regulations and internal security policies. When a critical security incident occurs, timely escalation and notification are essential to minimizing damage. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms eliminate delays by automating the escalation process for high-severity incidents, ensuring that security teams and decision-makers are immediately informed. Integration with collaboration tools like Slack and Microsoft Teams enables instant communication, allowing security teams to coordinate response efforts in real time. Automated summaries provide executives with clear, concise overviews of ongoing incidents, eliminating the need for time-consuming manual reporting. By ensuring that the right people receive the right information at the right time, security orchestration, automation, and response enables organizations to respond to threats more efficiently and effectively. Best practices for security orchestration, automation, and response implementation. Successful security orchestration, automation, and response implementation starts with defining clear objectives that align with an organization's security and business needs. Before deploying security orchestration, automation, and response, security teams must identify pain points in their existing processes, such as slow response times, overwhelming alert volumes, or inefficient workflows. Understanding these gaps ensures that automation efforts target areas with the highest impact. Aligning security orchestration, automation, and response with organizational goals is equally important, ensuring that automation enhances security without disrupting business operations. Prioritization is key. Organizations should focus on workflows that provide the highest return on investment, balancing speed and accuracy while optimizing resource allocation. Playbooks are the backbone of security orchestration, automation, and response automation, and their customization is essential for an effective implementation. Mapping playbooks to specific incident types ensures that responses are tailored to threats such as phishing, malware, or unauthorized access attempts. Standardizing response steps for repeatable incidents improves consistency, reducing the risk of human error, and ensuring that incidents are handled in a structured manner. Before deploying playbooks, organizations must rigorously test and refine them to eliminate inefficiencies and unintended outcomes. Leveraging community-driven playbooks from trusted sources can provide a solid foundation, accelerating deployment, while allowing security teams to focus on fine-tuning automation to their unique needs. A well-integrated security orchestration, automation, and response platform is critical for maximizing its effectiveness across an organization's security infrastructure. Security orchestration, automation, and response must seamlessly communicate with existing tools and cloud security solutions, ensuring that data flows smoothly between systems. Application programming interfaces play a crucial role in enabling this interoperability, allowing security orchestration, automation, and response to trigger actions, pull data, and orchestrate responses across multiple platforms. Cloud, endpoint, and network security tools must be included in the integration strategy to ensure comprehensive coverage. To avoid vendor lock-in, organizations should prioritize security orchestration, automation, and response solutions that support open standards and flexible integrations, allowing them to adapt as security needs evolve. Training and collaboration are vital for fully realizing security orchestration, automation, and response's potential, ensuring that security teams can effectively utilize the platform. SOC analysts, tech teams, and leadership must all be educated on security orchestration, automation, and response's capabilities to maximize adoption and coordination. Conducting tabletop exercises and simulations using security orchestration, automation, and response allows teams to practice responses in a controlled environment, strengthening their ability to handle real incidents. Encouraging collaboration between IT and security departments helps break down silos, creating a more cohesive and efficient incident response process. Organizations that foster a culture of continuous improvement will benefit the most from security orchestration, automation, and response as teams refine workflows, adapt to new threats, and evolve their automation strategies over time. Future of cybersecurity, automation, and orchestration. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are revolutionizing security orchestration, automation, and response by bringing predictive analytics into threat detection, allowing security teams to anticipate and neutralize attacks before they escalate. Traditional rule-based security measures struggle to keep up with evolving threats, but AI-driven models analyze vast data sets to identify patterns indicative of malicious activity. By learning from historical trends, security orchestration, automation, and response can automate decision-making, reducing the reliance on human intervention for low-risk or repetitive security tasks. Adaptive learning capabilities further refine this process, minimizing false positives that otherwise waste valuable analyst time. Organizations can also leverage AI to personalize automation workflows, tailoring responses based on the unique security posture and operational requirements of their environment. The shift to multi-crowd environments presents new security challenges, making security orchestration, automation, and response integration across cloud platforms an essential evolution in cybersecurity automation. Security teams must manage incidents across hybrid and multi-crowd setups where workloads dynamically shift between on-premises infrastructure, public clouds, and private data centers. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms are increasingly designed to secure these cloud environments, automating responses to cloud-net threats such as misconfigurations, unauthorized access, and API abuses. Integrating security orchestration, automation, and response with cloud security tools like Cloud Access Security Brokers, CASBs, ensures that policies and protections extend across all cloud resources. By automating incident detection and remediation in cloud environments, organizations can maintain security resilience without slowing down business agility. As more devices connect to networks, security orchestration, automation, and response is expanding into the domains of Internet of Things, IoT, and operational technology, OT, security, areas that have traditionally been difficult to monitor and protect. IoT ecosystems introduce countless new attack vectors, from smart devices to industrial control systems, requiring security orchestration, automation, and response to provide continuous monitoring and real-time threat response. Automation is key in OT environments where securing critical infrastructure such as power grids, manufacturing systems, and transportation networks is a top priority. These systems often operate in real time and cannot afford delays in security response, making security orchestration, automation, and response's ability to instantly react to anomalies a game changer. The integration of security orchestration, automation, and response into IoT and OT security workflows presents unique challenges, but its ability to reduce human intervention while improving threat visibility makes it a crucial tool for safeguarding these environments. The future of security orchestration, automation, and response is not just about automation within a single organization, but fostering a collaborative and open cybersecurity ecosystem. Open-source security orchestration, automation, and response platforms are gaining traction as cost-effective solutions, allowing organizations to customize automation workflows without being locked into proprietary software. Community-driven playbook development is another powerful advantage, enabling security professionals worldwide to share and refine automation strategies for common attack scenarios. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms are also becoming critical for cross-organization threat intelligence sharing, allowing industries and governments to collaborate in detecting and mitigating large-scale cyber threats. As automation and orchestration become standard security practices, global efforts to promote standardized frameworks and interoperability will ensure that security orchestration, automation, and response remains an adaptable and effective tool in the evolving threat landscape. Conclusion: security orchestration, automation, and response platforms are redefining how organizations approach cybersecurity by bridging the gap between disparate security tools, automating tedious tasks, and orchestrating rapid incident response. By reducing manual workloads, improving alert management, and integrating intelligence-driven decision-making, security orchestration, automation, and response enables security teams to operate more efficiently and effectively. As cyber threats continue to evolve, the future of security orchestration, automation, and response lies in its ability to leverage AI, extend into cloud and IoT security, and foster a more collaborative intelligence-sharing ecosystem. Organizations that embrace security orchestration, automation, and response as a strategic asset will not only strengthen their defenses, but also position themselves for a more agile, resilient security posture in an increasingly complex digital landscape. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Bare Metal Cyber. If you enjoyed the podcast, be sure to subscribe and share it. You can find all my latest content, including newsletters, podcasts, articles, and books at baremetalcyber.com. Join the growing community and explore the insights that reached over 2 million people last year. Your support keeps this community thriving, and I truly appreciate every listen, follow, and share. Until next time, stay safe. Knowledge is power.